Have you ever wondered why your girlfriend or your wife just out of the blue seems to have checked out of the relationship? Has she started to reject you when yet before she wasn't rejecting you? Well, in this video, I'm going to reveal the one thing that maybe you've done that she cannot forgive you. Ooh, yeah. This one thing. I made this mistake on this one thing, and that's what I'm going to share in this video, and also how to avoid it. Because if you do this one thing, she will never forgive you, and then she has checked out of the relationship. All right. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Kane. I'm the Silver Bachelor. This channel is 100% dedicated to dating advice for older guys. And if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button and the notification button because I'm dropping videos every week. But first, I created a free ebook and free audiobook on how to be better at dating younger women. I'm also now offering coaching as a group Google Meet call every Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. This is a subscription, so it's basically $5 per week, $20 per month, and you can join any one of these calls each week and to hear tips and stories from other men as well as myself. And each week we'll have a topic. All right, let's get into this video. So I really messed up in my marriage. If you're new here, I was married for 20 years and I've been single now for 4 years. And yeah, it was a long marriage, but my wife basically checked out around year 3, year 4, and stupid me, I stuck around for longer. But I had to look in the mirror like we should always as a man and see where did I go wrong? What fuck ups did I actually do? Well, this was one of the ones, and I thought to share it with you because this was big, and women will never forgive you for this. I will share 3 stories on what this fuck up is, or 3 examples and stories of this fuck up. But I'm going to tell it to you right now what the fuck up is. The fuck up that she will never forgive you for in a relationship, and she will check out and start rejecting you, is if you blatantly flirt in front of her with another woman. Let me repeat this. If you flirt blatantly, if you blatantly flirt in front of your girl with another woman, she will never forgive you for that, and she will now check out of the relationship, and it's over. She will now start rejecting you with sex, and she will have one foot out the door. So I'm going to give you 3 examples of, well, 2 that I did really bad, and then another one that happened to a friend of mine. Okay, so first example, it wasn't so bad, but this was definitely a solid yellow flag to my ex-wife, where one time we were going on a trip and she invited her hot East Indian friend, okay, female friend, and the, she was sitting between us on the flight. So we're 3 seats and she was sitting between us. And her friend just kept asking me questions about my business and my goals and hobbies and all these things. And I spent the whole flight, this was like a 3, 4 hour flight, nonstop. And I ignored my wife, nonstop talking to her hot East Indian friend. This wasn't the deal breaker situation, but I'll tell you about that next. But oh, she let me know about that. And of course, I'm like, what do you mean? I'm just having a conversation. Because her friend was super hot, she thought I was blatantly flirting with her. And that was a huge red flag, not red flag, a warning flag to me. But stupid me, I didn't catch it. So, second situation, second story that I want to share. And this one is the one that did it. Okay. So, one time we're at this house party and there was this cute Latin girl, and all of us were there, and similar situation, the Latin girl starts talking to me and she's asking me about my business ideas and things. Well, I spent a lot of time, complete stranger, I never met her before. I spent a lot of time at that party talking to her, okay? And this is where it went bad, and like destroyed my marriage pretty much. Is that night I start coming on to my wife. And I'm like really coming on to her. And she said, are you coming on to me because of the girl that you were talking to? Now, maybe I should have lied. I know you guys are like, oh God, Silver Bachelor, you actually did this? Yeah, I did this when I was an idiot. I said, yeah. And she's like, oh, you're horny because of her. And then that was it, man. That was it. That was year 3, year 4. And after that, oh, hell, it was downhill from there. And stupid me, the way I handled that situation, and let alone talking to the girl like that. But stick around because I'm going to give you some advice on this. So that was bad. That was really, really bad. And that basically destroyed the marriage. Third example I want to give you is a personal friend of mine, beautiful woman, Brazilian girl. You're probably wondering, so Bachelor, why aren't you dating her? Well, we're just best as friends. So maybe I'll have her on the show. Let me know in the comments if you'd like her to be on the show, and then we can, talk about some topic or whatever. But so imagine this: she moves to Hawaii for this guy, okay? And she was living in Atlanta. That's where I met her. She moves to Hawaii with this guy. Everything's going fine. About, I don't know, 4 months in, and she's a samba dancer. I mean, if I have her on the show, you'll see she's really, really attractive, moves so sexy, and her wears these cute outfits and all that stuff when she dances samba. So you would think this guy would be super, dedicated and focused on her. Well, one time she was performing at this place, and this other dancer, I guess, or woman is there. I don't even think she was a dancer, was sitting beside him at the bar. So my friend comes by and sits beside him as well. And he tells the girl, he says, wow, I can't believe how much we have in common. But she saw that the reason why she came by is because she saw that he was spending a lot of time talking to this girl, and wasn't flirting per se, but he was spending a lot of time talking to this girl. And then, so when she came by, though, she overheard him saying, wow, we have a lot in common. And she told me, she's like, that was the moment that broke her. That was the moment that she checked out. So I appreciate you watching this far, and you're probably wondering, okay, Silver Bachelor, how do I handle this situation in the future? Okay, here's my advice. First of all, if you see a beautiful woman walk by and you're in the presence of your girl, don't even look at her, okay? Don't. Maybe a quick glance, but then turn away. Just ignore it, okay? Men that are very religious are actually quite good at this. It's practice. And you see her and you just look away. There's a term called the wandering eye, right? There's a lot of men that have a wandering eye. You're with a girl. For example, let's say she's sitting across from you and a sexy woman is walking this way towards you. She can't see her from the back. She's walking towards you. If you look like this and you hold that look for longer than like a second, she's going to know when she walks by that you just checked her out, okay? Be very, very careful of how you look at other women. And then the biggest tip I want to leave you guys with, because it screwed my marriage and it screwed this guy's relationship with my friend. Do not talk to women. Just don't. Especially when she's in the area, keep your conversations with women, especially if they're beautiful, to a minimum. Just like, oh, hey, whatever. Hey, it was really great to meet you, and hope you have a great night. Keep it so minimal, because she's fucking watching you. And if you're spending too much time talking to, especially if she's an attractive woman, you're dead. Okay. That is the one thing that women will never forgive you for. And because you just flirted right in front of her, and you're probably thinking, Silver Bachelor, man, this is such a double standard because women flirt all the time. Yeah, they do. But that's the way it is. Okay. They're allowed to flirt, talk to guys a little bit. But even myself, I'm just saying, if I was seeing somebody and they spent the whole, like, too long talking to this guy, whoever the guy was, and she's smiling and all this stuff, I would be kind of pissed off too. But women, you are dead in the water if you do that. So I want to hear from you guys in the comments if this has happened to you, like you've been on the receiving end or you've fucked up in the same way, so you can share that with the viewers. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.